What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is ePhoenixN, and I'm bringing you some Team Deathmatch, mercenary style, on Crisis here. Not one of my favorite maps. It's a little too big, I think, for almost any game type. I don't think Capture the Flag is too bad on it. And some of the other ones are okay, but I think it's just almost a little too big for anything but Ground War, which I absolutely never play. So I'm just not a huge fan of it overall. One of the things I do like as far as team deathmatch is kind of hover around this point. You get a lot of good viewpoints of down to where I was just looking, as well as you get good viewpoints of people coming into the house and going off to the side of the house, like right there where I shoot the guy. Those are two really good spots that give you good line of sight, and you can usually get decent kill streaks and get a decent game if you just kind of hang out up here and leave it where you need to, and hover around it when you need to, because usually you get enough traffic coming down on the bottom sides and through the house that you can get build up some kills and have a good game, which is what I do here. I am running the FAMAS, which I'm not a huge fan of this gun. It's basically the exact same thing as the AUG, but with a different recoil pattern, and I like the AUG better because I think its recoil is easier to handle. I'm running Spy Plane, which is I am perpetually running. That is my favorite kill streak. I think it's the best kill streak besides probably Blackbird. And for how low it is, especially since I'm running Hardline here, I get it in the second kill. And so it's very, very useful, and you can get it up real quick with a couple kills, and then after that, it just allows you to build kills on it more and more. So I love it. I think it's great, and usually we have a couple of guys running it when I'm in a party. Here I'm not in a party, so it's just me. What else am I running? Sidearm, I don't even think I ever whip it out. I think it's the 1911. The reason why I'm using some of the guns I have now is because I prestiged just a little while ago. I was only level like 15, 20 around here. And so yeah, let's see what else. I really like the Claymore. I like the motion sensor as well, but for whatever reason I haven't had as much luck with it. And so I tend to run the Claymore on here, especially if I'm playing TDM, because I tend to be playing a little more campy with TDM, which makes sense when you're out to get kills, you're not out there for an objective. So I'm not throwing my body over B flag or desperately trying to get a headquarters and sacrificing a couple of lives to get it. So, with wanting to get the best KD you can in team deathmatch, I don't camp in a corner so much, but I have absolutely no problem with staking out claim to a specific area, or, like I have kind of this second floor area above the top of the map here. I kind of patrol back and forth over this area. And that's kind of what I do. If I do well in games, TDM games, that's what I tend to do. I don't rush a whole hell of a lot. I tend to stick close to whatever base I find to work particularly well for that map, which is usually it's not an area that's overly trafficked like the house. The house has like 5 or 6 exits and entrances, and it just makes it really, really ridiculously hard to lock it down and hold down the whole house unless you have like 4 people inside of it, which then it just becomes a camp fest, and I think it's just really boring. These games, I play a little more conservative because I'm not playing with friends. I don't have to kind of go out on my way to get kills. I can just let them come to me, which is kind of what I'm doing here. Obviously I'm watching my map, and I'm watching where the other team's spawning, where we're spawning, and so I know that they were coming over this way, so that's why I exited my area, my campsite at the top of the little rocky hill here. But, let's see. First of a couple attack helicopters. I was one away twice from Chopper Gunner, which is really kind of annoying, to be honest, but such is life, right? Oh well. But let's see. Yeah, not too much going on. I'm trying to think of. I had this big whole idea what the hell I was going to say, and now I completely forgot it. Well, let's see. I guess I'm just going to do impressions of this game. One thing, not to bitch too much, that I wish I could get them to. I wish that they would fix is the retardedly obnoxious RC cars. Some people don't have a problem, but the fact that you get it on 2 kills, it's basically like a Predator. I think people have as much or more luck in getting a RC car kill as they do a Predator kill. And Predator was 5 kill streaks or 4, and I don't know. I think it's a horribly bad idea with what they did on it. I think it's one of those ideas they have like, oh, the kids will love it, and hee, it's so fun and funny, and all like the 12-year-olds will like it. But I'm like, this is a mature game. I don't particularly think it's a great idea to be marketing it to the younger children. But that's really a small complaint. And that's one of those things. Like if I'm complaining about something that minute, then it's obviously an amazing game. Although it's been frustrating me a little bit lately, but that's alright. And here's my second attack helicopter. I like to put the attack helicopters in the center of the map, on the top of a building, where because the helicopters, if you didn't know this, they can't shoot directly below them anyway. So I like to put it in an area where they're directly over top of, top of a building, on top of the middle of the map, so that you can't really get a good shot at them, at the helicopter with the Strela, but also it gives a good clear line of sight for the helicopter to kind of rain havoc down. And so that's where I kind of find the most luck with those. I tend to do the best with those. This map's a little... They didn't get a ton of kills with this map because it's a little convoluted. There's so many little underground passages and ways to hide behind the huge rock structures and everything. It's not as easy for those not chopper gunners, but the attack helicopters to get kills. So just more of the same here. Just kind of setting up my area, looking down line of sight where I know guys are usually going to be coming by the house. I know that they're spawning over on this side, and I know that the house is so highly trafficked. I know people are going to come up to the house, so that's kind of where I'm hanging out. It's where I chill and watch people come by. Usually, I don't like to get to the places that are heavily camped out and heavily staked out. I like to more stay a little off the beaten track and shoot down other people running by. I don't particularly want to get in gunfights. I want them to get shot in the ass. That's kind of how I do it, and that's tends to how you have good games. So that's that. To be honest, I don't have a good enough connection to really toe-to-toe go, especially in Black Ops. Black Ops, the connection seems to be a little more difficult. Anyway, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumb it up. I would most appreciate it. It lets me know how everything's going. Give me a comment if you want to say something. If ever you guys want to play, if you actually want a game, just send me an invite. If I'm on, I'll play. Anyway, peace. See y'all later.